Dudes, it's back. Hello, my burritos. Oh wait, the fraps thing. Look. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see this, but when you're recording in fraps, you have the FPS meter right here. I'm pretty sure you can't. It's a red 60, and here on the screen there's a red 60. So it's like really cute and fun, huh? Okay, so I beat the game yesterday on 4 different ways, and I'm gonna show you the most wonderful of the ways right now. The last time we were defiant to the guy, now we're just gonna listen to everything he says. It has a nice ending, it's really cool. You gotta watch it, you just have to. We shall do this. But I'll skip the opening cutscene thing, cause I really believe we do not need it. Okay, my potatoes. It never ends. The loading never ends. And the agony. So yeah, the ending is really cool. Okay, let's just skip that. And I fixed the shakiness in my previous video.
All of his co-workers were
So you
gone.
can go see that.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So basically, when we come to the 2 doors, he says to go to
When
left.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, he says he entered the door on his left. And I said, well, fuck you, I ain't gonna do what you tell me, like Rage Against the Machine style things. And I was defiant to the end, and the ending was okay. But now we're gonna listen to everything he says. He has quite the nice stuff. I ain't gonna spoil it until you see it for yourself.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, let me tell you, before he starts talking, if you go down there, you have a completely separate ending. Like with the stars and you die and it's like, that ending, if you go down the stairs, it's a nice thing. So basically you have a splitting off point every time. In both doors. If you you can have an ending where he says that I can't even explain how awesome it is. I'll probably do a video on every ending. We already did on the Defiant ending, so this might be the follow along ending.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, so if we go down, there's a whole different ending. Trust me, it's really nice. Probably will make videos on everything.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay, so you'll see what happens. It's really awesome and cool. There's nothing there. I love this game, trust me, the game is awesome. Okay, now that he's gonna he's gonna talk a lot, and the message behind the whole story, and you really need to listen to it, so I'm not gonna be talking as much, so I hope you don't mind that.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I have to play this again. Because, like, I never actually tried to escape. Like, I never used the escape thing. Like, there's two ways. I beat the game by going into that room, but I never saw the ending with the escape. I'm gonna have to do that for myself later. But I decided to show you this ending, so you need to see it. So we're gonna go in. Lights, please.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Of course I do. Nothing. Button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Is this where I have been?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, and I actually never pressed on. I only pressed off, so I have two more things to do and see what the ending is. Okay, but I'm showing you this amazing ending. Look at this. You can feel it's awesome. Just listen and look.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And that's it. That's the mind control thing. I don't know, it left a really big effect on me. when I played it the first time, even though I knew what was gonna happen. It's still wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it. And now we can restart the game again, and I'll play it again to see the escape thing. And yeah, and I'll play it one more time to click the on button and see what happens. And after that, that's gonna be it with the game. I think that's it, but I'll research it and see what happens. So hope you enjoyed. I did. See you next time. Peace out. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.